everybody. It's like 12, I don't know, 12:15 on November 15th, 2023, and it's about 60 degrees, 65 maybe. Beautiful day, beautiful day. Beans have been picked. Probably winter wheat going in at some point, but I don't think it'll be an issue. It's my buddy's land. So anyway, we're going to do some colonial relic hunting, which is kind of my thing, and Civil War, you know, both of them. But solo trip out. I got the Deuce 2. This particular site is super old. I mean, documented archaeological digs on this site for many years. House site goes back to like 1620, 25. Very prominent, rich family here in Southeast Virginia. So anyway, we're going to poke around. We're going to see what we can get. I just saw some deer running. That's why I got the orange on. Even though they're not hunting on my buddy's property, they do hunt around his property, so I do not want to get shot because it is black powder season. And but I don't think anybody's out because it's right middle of the week. So, and I know opening day is Saturday for rifle and shotgun. So anyway, stand by. We're going to use the Deuce. We're going to play with some different settings and go from there. Thanks a lot. All right, first dig is this rivet, and this wasn't too deep. It was maybe about 3 inches deep. Solid slamming signal. Little chatty. The ground, like I said, the ground's a bit clay, a lot of clay. So it ground balanced at 78. So, but you can see how burnt the relics are. Like the brass, it just gets really burnt orange, green color. So anyway, but that's the first relic, and we'll see what else we get. This is a clip pistol bullet. Came up a 26 one way and a 68 the other way, and but you can definitely see where it's clipped. So this is a little pistol bullet, and I've dug 3 other pieces of lead, 2 right there. So boom boom, and then this one. So like I said, lead factory. All right, thanks a lot. All right, I'm kind of following this little washout right here, and just dug the pocket knife and the round ball, and I just picked up a Tudor rose leather ornament. You can see the tacks on the back. So this was a decorative piece, and it came up a 60. And this, my friends and fellow relic hunters, is colonial. This is from the mid to late 1600s. So this is 17th century artifact in my hand. This is why I do what I do. This is may not look like much to anybody else. You silver coin hunters, Civil War hunters finding Confederate belt buckles and stuff, which I love to find as well. But to me, holding this early Americana in my hand and preserving this and having a provenance that it can go to and attach to, because there's been extensive study on this house site and the family that owned this farm and that built the house here during the 1600s is well documented. So this is makes it even extra special because you can date it right to the person, to the people, to the house, you know, to my area. So I grew up here, you know. So anyway, I'm sorry I got on a little soapbox there, but you know, I'm not the glitz and glam, you know that. It's straight to you and how I find it, and I preserve it, and I put it up for my kids and my community to enjoy and look at and share a little piece of history. All right, thanks a lot. Okay, I'm in the same spot. I didn't even move. I just turned around. I dug the Tudor rose leather tack there, and right here, out of this little spot, is a furniture tack. Same kind of principle, you know, leather tack. We're just probably going to go ahead and date this to probably the early to mid 1700s. This is a little different form, but anyway, nevertheless, maybe late 17th century through mid 18th century, but still history in the hands. And you know, so anyway, just got to take it slow. 61 again, so most of the stuff's coming up in the low to mid 60s. Alright, eyeball spot here. As you can see right here, colonial glass. Look at this. That is the piece to the rim where you drink out of, or you pour it. That is a colonial wine or onion bottle, and it's called black glass because it looks black, but you hold it up to the light and it's actually green. So, but anyway, it was meant to stop the ultraviolet light from damaging the liquid product. But that is the rim to a onion bottle, so which they pulled many of these out of here. So anyway, you know, as they tear up the land, you know, more stuff gets popped up. So anyway, but that's colonial glass, and that is the mouthpiece area to the bottom. All right, thanks a lot. Okay, our very first button, not even in the ground, it was on the surface. I found it, my pinpointer, barely a quarter-inch in the ground. 63 on the Deuce 2 with the Deep V2 program. But like I said, you don't have to worry about that because it was on the surface. Anyway, I'm just kind of following this washout, this little ditch, untouched ground here. I'm just kind of, the ground comes towards me, so everything's being pushed this way, and then everything from this side sliding down, you know, down to this bottom. But anyway, you can see how roached the buttons and the brass, copper, anything that comes out is going to be just toast. So anyway, but first, 1700s to 1800s, so 18th, 19th century flat button, or called coin button, whatever you want to call it. And but here we go. All right, just gonna keep at it. Just nice day, nobody bothering me. Next week's Thanksgiving. I'm just out here having fun. Thank my buddy. He's awesome. Let me come out here. It's just nice to be back out metal detecting, guys. I haven't been out since last like April. So just had a lot going on. Lost both my parents this year, so that's been very, very tough. Just lost my mom here about a month ago, and my dad in January. So my metal detecting just didn't happen, obviously, for reasons. But it's nice to be out, you know, doing what I love to do, and they love me doing it. So I know they're with me. But anyway, we'll keep at it. Thanks a lot. All right, this was pretty much on the surface. I don't know if that's some writing on there or not, but you know, it's old, whatever it is. I'm gonna go with like shoe buckle piece, the chape maybe, or the tongue area, you know, that goes in. So I don't know. It's hard to tell. But anyway, came up a 51 solid. But like I said, he's turned his soil, so everything's kind of just an inch or so below the soil. If that, you can just pretty much pinpoint it and find it. But yeah, maybe a shoe buckle piece, some type of the fork. I don't know though, but it looks like maybe there's not two on there. Maybe just a small buckle piece. But I think it's old. I got to go with 1700s. So anyway, all right, thanks a lot. Okay, here we have a small cuff style button. It's found right there, about a quarter-inch in the ground. Pinpointed it, didn't have to dig. But anyway, yep, so it's a small button. All right, thanks a lot. All right, in this clump here is a low conductor. I came up with 42. I think you can kind of sort of see it right there. I don't know what it is. Maybe a rivet, or maybe a small Tomback button. And I don't know what that is. Maybe a leather tack. Very small one. The tacks are broke. Yeah, looks like a mini Tudor rose. Another tack. So another 1600's. Fine. Wow, came up with 43. Found a piece of lead right there. I thought it was that. Kicked it around, found big piece of brass. It sounded great. It came up like 78 to 80. Hold on, I'm going to open this up. Apologize. I just dropped the tack. But anyway, there's that big piece of brass I found right there. And then I found a cool brass nail. Just a lot of lead, guys. This is the lead factory. And then some tacks and the other stuff you already shown you. Alright, thanks a lot. Here we have another musket ball. 1/4 inch, maybe a 1/2 inch. 73 on the deuce. So the lead factory continues. Thanks a lot. Another round pistol ball. You can see where it was clipped. This one was about 3 inches maybe. Came up a 69 to a 72. But I have not gone terribly far. Basically to that cedar tree, to that little dip. I went into the woods. There's a ditch that drops through here and goes around and drops into the creek. And it's super dry, so it's sandy bottom. So I walked it. It's not a wide ditch, but I got a little fooled in there. I dug a lot of nails that were old rose heads, you know, colonial nails that were rusted with a round shape with a nail through it, so it had like a rust ball. So the detector picked up the round feature instead of the iron, you know, so you had to dig it. They weren't great numbers, but they were squeaking high enough to investigate. But there's so many roots in there. I didn't have the right shovel. I just got my field shovel. I didn't have my woods root cutter.